Hey lovely people, I hope you all are doing well. Today in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you all a few tips that I've incorporated into my natural hair regimen since the beginning of my natural hair journey that has helped me to grow my hair down my back almost to my butt. Just to give you all a brief history of my natural hair journey, I went natural in the year of 2011. That was when I got my first big chop from relaxed hair. And since 2011, I've made many mistakes and I've had many triumphs in my natural hair journey. I figured out what worked and what didn't work for my hair. And I've incorporated some techniques that I contribute to my healthy hair and to my length as well. And I'm eager to share with you all those techniques or just those tips that I think have made a significant impact on the health of my hair as well as the growth. So the first tip that I would like to share with you all is finding products that work for your hair. An emphasis on your, okay? This may seem like common knowledge that all products won't work the same on everyone's hair, but I feel like most people have this idea that if they see a natural hair girl with a lot of hair or a guy with a lot of hair, long hair, they think that if they use the same products as that person, that their hair will react or respond the same way. And all of our hair is different. Even if it looks the same, it's different as far as the thickness of it, the length, the porosity, the texture, all of that. Our hair is different, okay? So you may be able to find products that work well for other people and it gives your hair the same results. And then you may not, and don't be surprised. But it's important to find products that tailor your hair growth, that tailor to your hair growth and cater to your hair needs, whether that be moisture, protein levels, or anything that caters to thick hair or caters to your specific hair type. But it's important to take time to experiment and find those products that work best for you. And during this time of finding products, you have to keep an open mind. It's okay to try products that have been suggested by other naturals, but understand that those products may not yield you the same results, okay? So don't give up when you're finding products, especially if you're like new to your natural hair journey. The beginning years of your natural hair journey should be you experimenting and having fun and trying things that work for your hair and that don't work for your hair. I remember like the first year or two of my natural hair journey, I was a product junkie. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with being the product junkie within your first 2 years of being natural because you have to find those products that benefit your hair. So once you find those products that work best for your hair, the second tip that I would advise is that you come up with a regimen or a schedule and you stick to that schedule and that regimen when it comes to your hair. So figuring out how often will you wash your hair? When will you wash your hair? What will you be doing when you wash your hair? Will you pre-poo first? Will you not pre-poo? Will you just shampoo it? Or will you condition it first? Because I see some naturals condition their hair before shampooing. So just figure out what will you be doing on wash days? Will you be conditioning it? Will you also deep condition your hair? How often will you deep condition? And then once you figure all that out, you have to moisturize your hair every so often. So how often will you be moisturizing your hair? And this, of course, will depend upon how often your hair dries out. And you have to really know your hair in order to know how often you need to moisturize it. So for me, for example, my hair around the 7th day, my hair tends to dry out. So ideally for me, I should be moisturizing my hair at least once a week to keep it moisturized and to keep it from being dry. Others may have to do it more frequent. Others may not have to do it as frequent as I do. So just figuring out how often you should be doing those things and coming up with a regimen and sticking to it because your hair will love you for it. When you show your hair the love and TLC and you're actually putting in the effort and you're taking care of your hair will be healthy and it'll show, it'll grow, it won't break off as much and it'll just be healthy. And when you think about it, like when you water a plant and you give a plant sunlight and give the plant all the things Yeah, you give the plant everything it needs, the fertilizer, the sunlight, the water. You take care of it. And what does it do in turn? It grows. And you be consistent with taking care of that plant. Well, our hair is the same way. You literally have to, water it when it needs to be watered. Give it moisture when it needs to be moisturized. Clean it when it needs to be cleaned. And you repeat the cycle. You don't do it just when you feel like it, and that's the thing about being natural. Like you have to take care of your hair. And you will see the results. As long as you take care of your hair, you will see the results. Your hair will grow. And so I would urge you all to focus more so on your routine and what you're doing to your hair versus if the length is there. Like every week, do not be in your head giving yourself a length check trying to see if your hair has grown 6 inches. Don't do that because it's going to discourage you. No, your hair will not be growing those 6 inches in a week. I'm sorry to break it to you. My hair does not grow 6 inches in a week. I don't even think that's possible. I've never heard of it. So don't be so eager to the point where you're obsessed with length over the routine that you feel like, oh, you're just going to give up because the results are not showing. Trust me, the results will show. Focus on the routine and what you're doing. Do not focus on the length. Focus on your routine and what you're doing, and I can guarantee you the length will be there. It'll sneak up on you. Like, it will really sneak up on you. When you just focus on taking care of your hair, like y'all see me in this clip, I'm just taking care of my hair. I'm not focused on the length. I'm not even worried about the length. And your hair will grow like crazy. I kid you not, your hair will grow. And not to mention your hair is always growing, okay? It's just, if you're experiencing breakage, then you're going to think that your hair is not growing because your hair is constantly breaking off. But as long as you're taking care of your hair, focusing on a routine, your hair will continue to grow and thrive. Another technique that I wanted to share with you all that I've, of course, utilized throughout my whole natural hair journey is keeping your hair moisturized. Okay, keeping your hair moisturized, especially if you have like type 4 hair, which I don't really too much like to get into the whole typing system because every hair needs to be moisturized. If you have natural hair, your hair needs to be moisturized. Of course, how often you moisturize it may vary from person to person, but your hair needs to be moisturized. If you're walking around here with dry hair and you know good and well your hair is dry, go ahead and re-moisturize it because dry hair breaks, it snaps off, it's brittle. It's like straw. It's just dry and it breaks. And that's not good. Breakage basically goes against length retention. And you're going to feel like your hair is not growing. No, your hair is growing. It's just breaking off because it's dry. So definitely make sure that you are moisturizing your hair. Like I said, when you come up with a regimen and a routine, you should know how often you will be moisturizing your hair. And you should be able to use products that benefit your hair's moisture, the moisture that it needs. And this goes back to, I think that was the first tip where I mentioned finding the right products for your hair. I know you all are pretty much familiar with the lock method or the LCO method. Me personally, I utilize the LCO method, which is liquid of your choice, water or aloe vera juice, or whatever other liquid you would like to use, conditioner or cream, and oils to seal in the moisture. I use it in that order, or you can do it in the LOC order, whichever works best for you. But as long as you are utilizing a system that will help to keep your hair moisturized throughout the weeks until wash day. Another tip that I would like to advise you all that you probably don't hear a lot, or maybe you have, to each their own on this, but I stand firmly on this. Don't let everybody in your head. Do your own hair sometimes. Don't let people in your, I'm sorry, but too many hands in your head, different energies in your head. Do not let your people in there put their hands in their head. I can't even get my words out because just no. Majority of the time, you should be the one doing your hair. I'm sorry, not sorry. Do your own hair. Get to know your own hair. And I did a video. I did a how to grow your hair, natural hair video years back. And I emphasized on learning your own hair and doing your own hair. And I still feel the same way. Do your own hair. Do your own hair. Learn your hair and love your hair. Your hair will thank you for it. I guarantee you. So I thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope this has helped you all. Until next time, peace and blessings.